Unfortunately, I will not be surprised if USA basketball does not capture the gold medal on the men's side. Mainly because there is not enough dogs on this roster. Let's talk about it.
Money's gotta be the shoes.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Skinny Hardaway, and this is Retro Heat Check. Checking in one more time for real hoop heads out there. And you already know what it is, man. Thank you all for your likes, your shares, your subscriptions, your comments, and of course your questions. You already know what it is, man. Each and every Wednesday Q&A with Skinny. I have to say, probably one of the best days out of the week is Wednesday evenings answering your questions. I do love what you guys bring in the comment section. Speaking of the comments, I definitely will be finishing off answering your comments and all that stuff. So don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you guys. I ain't ignoring you. It's just your boy's just been very busy from the weekend even into today. So, but definitely. Continue to show your support to the channel. Like this video, please. If you if you do like the video, please like the video. I don't really ask for much. Just your participation with the channel. That's pretty much it. And I definitely thank you all for the question that you guys bring. You guys have been killing it. You guys have been, man, the questions have been definitely just thought provoking, definitely fun to answer. In particular, when it comes to the Shekel Storm lore, it's definitely a crazy time. Those are definitely some of my crazier Q&A sessions, but definitely thank you all for that. And speaking of Shekel Storm, I guess he's doing a video. Um, uh, so definitely check him out. I guess he's doing a video about yours truly. I guess another one of his Shekel Storm lore videos. So when it drops, definitely check it out. I definitely will. I definitely will. I'm looking forward to it. So big shout outs to you. Also, and I guess we might as well segue right into that. Gotta give a big shout outs to the squad. You already know what it is, man. These are my guys. These are the guys that I stand in the paint with, stand shoulder to shoulder with. We are definitely up against a huge conglomerate of narrative pushers, propagandists, haters, fanboys, and everything in between. From the top of the top to your to at the local level. You already know what it is, man. But also, you also have an obligation as well to stand up for what's right, because we're trying to keep the spirit alive of true hoops by true hoop heads, giving our respect to players of the past, heirs of the past, and definitely pushing a line against uh, basically just a lot of the foolery that's been going on in the league. Um, but yeah, definitely, and as always, armed with the truth, armed with the facts, and that's why we remain undefeated. Big shout outs, Sports and Fitness Rants, Uncommon Sense, Too Raw for Sports TV, Uncut Hoops, Angry O Hoops, Michael Jordan Fans Are the Best, NMB Sports TV, My Twin Phenomenal Fitness, what up? Geechee Life Sports Talk, Ticket TV, Print Sports, Man Down Sports, Geechee Life Sports Talk, Jordan versus LeBron, Kobe Bryant Film Room, Shekel Storm NBA. You already know. I just gave y'all a little info on his channel. The Real Mind Crime. Big shout outs to you, my brother. The Allen Ricks TV, NBA Fact Self Research, Am I forgetting anybody? I think I got them all. Oh, gotta give a big shout out to Scap Attack. I'm so sorry. Gotta give a big shout out to Scap Attack. My bad, I blanked on that one. But yeah, these are my guys, man. These are the guys that I support, man. Definitely a good group of guys. Some happen to be more on the educational side of this sector. Some are more on the entertainment side. Majority of us are somewhere in the middle. We all come from different walks of life. We all have different approaches, different subject matters, and all that. Different styles, whatever. But at the end of the day, we're here to talk real hoops. We're real hoop fans, and definitely, man, we're out here. We're out here, just trying to spread a message, just trying to let you guys, help you guys get through your day, but also you guys help us along the way with your support. So continue to support not only myself, but the channels that I mentioned. Thank you. Oh man, yeah, man, it's that time, y'all. It's that time. Guess it's time for us to open up them doors. And welcome on in the latest member to the Hoophead Haven. You already know what it is. The Hoophead Haven is a global society of like-minded individuals that come together to talk real hoops, give and show respect to past heirs and past players. We talk sneakers, we talk old school hoops, we talk new school hoops, we have debates, we have top fives, top tens, whatever. Anything in between. We talk a little college, we talk a little pros, we talk, right now we're talking a little international basketball. So wherever in between, man, this is where it's at, man, right here in the Hoophead Haven. Like I said, Wednesday nights, we have Q&A sessions. So feel free to shoot me a question, and you already know each and every Wednesday your questions will be answered. They may not be answered the following Wednesday, but eventually, if you keep tuning in, your question will be answered, no doubt. But man, we gotta give a big warm welcome into the Hoophead Haven to my brother Manny Cortez. Manny, thank you for your subscription and welcome to the Hoophead Haven. I just wanted to let you know, man. Feel free to run wild in the comment section as long as you're within the YouTube rules. But I have one rule and one rule only in the Hoophead Haven. If you happen to see a little fanboy getting out of line, check them. Over here in the Hoophead Haven, they are nameless, they are faceless. They get no respect over here. They're barely tolerated over here. So feel free within the YouTube guidelines to put them in their place and let them know exactly where we stand over here. And we stand with the facts and we stand with the truth. So Manny, welcome to the Hoophead Haven. Hey, the rest of my hoop heads, to my VIPs all the way down to my newbies. Yo, show Manny love, show him respect. You already know what it is, man. Welcome, Manny. And now let's get down to the nitty gritty because we're going to try to make this video short. I've had a long day, but you already know we're going to come with the heat. But this video may be on the shorter side of the game. Man, as you all may know, the Olympics is going on right now. Well, as far as USA men's basketball getting everything ready to go for the actual games, all these preliminaries and stuff like that. These are the preliminaries. Basically just getting, basically teams have already been, have already been fighting for their Olympic spots and whatever. So now we're doing some international friendlies, so to speak. And I will have to say, man, if the USA basketball is coming the way that they've been coming these last couple games, I would not be surprised if they don't win gold. What I see is a lack of dogs, super lack of dogs. I seen little bits and pieces of the highlights of the South Sudan game, but I was looking at Twitter, X, Twitter, whatever, all day long, and everybody was clowning the United States, and they're almost lost to South Sudan, having a team full of, basically is a ragtag team just thrown together. Luau Deng did a great job putting this team together, a feisty team, and they gave USA all that they can handle. Earlier today, USA basketball escapes with a win over Germany. Like this is terrible. Like this is like, I understand that the world has definitely improved, but we're still supposed to be the top dogs. But because we don't have the dogs that we used to have, that is why we're really not as dominant as we once were. Because there's always been talent all over the world internationally. I can think back in the 90s and think of great international players like Tony Kukoc, the late great Drazen Petrovic, Arvydas Sabonis, Detlef Schrempf. You feel me? I mean, there's so many other players. I could Vlade Divac could keep going and going and going and going and going. But one thing that always separated the USA basketball from the rest of the world, it wasn't just the talent, it was the mentality. It was right here. They wanted to kill anything moving that was not red, white, and blue. And I think that because of today's era of player, it's almost like the dog mentality is, you know, it's becoming it's slowly being phased out, almost being to the point where you can say it's almost extinct. The dog mentality. Some say, the Mamba mentality, but a lot of people, man, they don't really live that. They don't really. They say Mamba mentality, but they don't really be bringing that on the court, man. They be so friendly. They be so, what I'm saying, so passive, so soft. It's like Kobe would just be looking at them like, don't ever use my slogan again. If you're going to come out playing like that. But yeah, definitely, man, it's like I just looked and I was like, man, what is it about this team that just is not clicking with me, just like as a fan watching this team? Like, why is this team just not what it is, even though my guy, Bam Adebayo, is on the squad and he, doing his thing. But man, it's just something about this squad, man. It just feels like I just feel like there's just not enough dogs, and that's what I had came to the conclusion. That's what was bugging me. Like, what is it about this team? And I was just like, man, just not enough dogs. You got great players, not enough dogs. And so I looked at the roster, and I gave kind of like my little assessment of each player. And I was like, I'll share it with you guys. It was something that had me fired up. You know what I'm saying? And definitely, I definitely didn't want to just rant about it. I definitely wanted to just explain why I think this. And so I'm just gonna start from reverse. From instead of A to Z, we're gonna go from Z to A. And the first person we're gonna start with is Derek White, the latest member, the newest member of Team USA, replacing Kawhi Leonard. I would definitely have to say Kawhi Leonard. It was a dude who I considered a dog, thought it was a dog, but really he's more prima donna than a dog. It's sad because as soon as he left Team USA and said that he wasn't playing, he went straight to the strip club. Ain't that I mean, hey, do what you do. Do what you do. But I was like, man, that just was a bad look. Just a bad look. Just to go straight to, straight from Team USA facility, straight to the strip club. I was just like, wow, like, yeah, you really was really wanting to enjoy your off season, man. You was not with the Olympics. But Derek White, back to what I was saying, I kind of got off on a tangent. But Derek White, definitely a dog. I would definitely have to say junkyard dog. I mean, he gets on the floor, he'll dive for loose balls, he crashes the boards, he makes timely steals, he makes clutch baskets, he can shoot. I mean, he does all the little things. He's the type of player that you will want on your squad. If you're going to have a squad, you're definitely going to need a junkyard dog type of player. Man, I mean, in Derek White definitely personifies that on this team. Thank God he cut that stuff off of his head. That was looking pretty scary. I mean, I always kind of thought he was kind of goofy looking, but I tell you what, when he gets on the floor, all that goofiness is out the way. You know what I'm saying? This dude really gets down. The only downside to him, he plays for Boston. Sorry, Hayden. Yeah, your man plays for Boston, man. I'd probably say that's probably right now the only. I mean, for this squad, I have to say that that's pretty much the only negative I got for right now, because he does so many of the little things right. He's the type of guy that you want on your team. He is the ultimate glue guy on this team. Derek White, certified dog. Give him the check mark, dog. Jayson Tatum, his Boston teammate. Ooh, when I look at Jayson Tatum, when I look at his game, I see the skills, I see the abilities, I see the athleticism. Everything is like I'm supposed to be digging everything that this dude is doing on the floor. And I'm not just saying it because he plays for Boston either. But that is a factor. He does play for Boston, so points deducted. But I have to say for Jayson Tatum, the only thing I could say about him, I have to give him a half a point for dog, because I think that he is part dog, part wannabe dog. I mean, he has moments where he does dig deep within himself. Dig deep. He digs deep inside. Whatever fortitude that he has within. He can, he reaches down into that. He reaches down and finds that level and takes it to another, and takes his game a step higher. Definitely got to give him his props. You know what I'm saying? He's now NBA champion. Although Jaylen Brown, who should have been on this team, who definitely is a dog, should have been on this squad. I have to say he was step for step with him for most of the way. I mean, me being me being personally biased, I think that Boston kind of low key had an easy path to the championship, because the Eastern Conference had each player. It seemed like each round there was a key player, star player that was hurt. And Boston took advantage of it, because there's been years where Boston has had every advantage known to man and still could not get out the East. So, definitely got to give him that. But the other part of it, where I say he's part dog, is he has his moments of softness. He has his moments of disappearing. Although, yes, he erased a lot of that stuff this year in the playoffs and the finals. But overall, his reputation has always been kind of like he's a dog in the regular season, but when you really need him in the postseason, he will disappear on you. So I definitely have to say he's a part dog. But what I mean by a part wannabe dog is because he's just so fixated and fascinated, and he wants to be Kobe so bad. Like, bruh, you are not Kobe, bruh. You ain't him, bruh. You're not him. Be you. You're not Kobe. Adapt to his mindset. Yes, get his mentality. Work on that, because that is a skill. It's a skill to have. To have that mentality, that is a skill within itself, because not everybody has that skill. If that's what you want to do, cool, but it's like just too much Kobe Bryant, worshiping. It's like he wants to be Kobe. It's like he wants to try to become Kobe. It's like, bro, you don't have that in you, bro. You need to be a little bit more seasoned until you can tap into that level of potential. Although you are a champion, I definitely think that there's a higher space and higher plateau that he can go. So half a dog, we're gonna have to give him a half a check point. We're gonna have to give him half point, 0.5 on that one. Next on the list, LeBron James. What do I need to say about him that has not already been said? Definitely soft. Bum. Get him out of here. He's the reason why I definitely have to say his leadership, or lack thereof, is part of the reason why this team finds itself in dogfights. And you can't sit up here and say that America, everybody's just caught up to America. In some ways, you can say that, but in a lot of ways, it's just mentality. We don't have that mentality, and it starts with LeBron, because we damn know for sure he does not have that mentality. This is the guy who spent majority of his career trying to lie, manipulate, screw over people just so that he can lose again, just so he can go 4-6. So in the final, so and collect a bunch of useless stats and records that we really don't care about. But let's move on. We already know, man. He's soft bum. No checkpoint, no check mark, trash, and he's the captain. No. Drew Holiday, dog, certified dog, one of my favorite players. Unfortunately for him, he plays for Boston. Golly. When he went to Boston, I'm not gonna lie, man, I was so mad that Pat Riley didn't jump on getting him. I was so heated. I really wanted Pat Riley to get him, but we are still saddled with that Robinson contract. Jesus. But anyways, Drew Holiday, definitely a dog. I definitely believe Milwaukee definitely did him dirty. Trading him so they can get Dame Lillard. Dame Lillard was definitely a slap in the face. And how did he repay Milwaukee? By joining up with Boston and winning a championship. This guy is definitely the best. I would have to say the best perimeter defender in the league. Period. Point blank. There's nobody better than Drew Holiday. I mean, yes, my main man Jimmy cooked him last year in the playoffs, but Jimmy was on a run that was just, he was in playoff Jimmy mode. So you already know when he's in that mode, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. It can be kind of hard to stop him, when he's in playoff Jimmy mode. But Drew Holiday, though, not outside of that performance and maybe a couple others, but this guy's the guy you want on your squad as far as with the point guard position. Hey, if you have an elite point guard on the other side, that's who you throw on him. You put Drew Holiday on him and you walk away. That's the type of respect and that's the type of player that he is, man. He's just such a great player, an elite defender, and an ultimate teammate. Definitely one of the guys that you want on your team. Can hit timely baskets, get to the basket. His quickness, his strength, his smarts. I mean, he's got it all. He's definitely a point guard, if you ask me. I think he's definitely one of those ones. Definitely Drew Holiday gets the check mark for dog. So that right there is 2.5 dogs so far. And then we come to the other half dog, Tyrese Halliburton. And I have to say, it's just like when I think of Tyrese Halliburton, it's just like, kind of dog. Because he'll show you some dog stuff. He'll give you 10 plays where he's just dog. And then he'll give you another 5 plays and you're just like, bro, what happened? You know what I'm saying? It's like Tyrese Halliburton is definitely a great player, an exciting player, but he does have those laws in his game. I know that he was playing hurt in the playoffs and all that stuff, but and I commend him for trying to fight through that, through those injuries and all that, trying to fight through. But I don't know. And that's why I say he's kind of a dog. Like he'll show you flashes of dogness, and then he'll just do something. You're just like, like dang, like you got some work to do. We got you gotta polish up a few things, But I definitely have to say Tyrese Halliburton, a great player, but he's kind of a dog. So 0.5 for him, definitely. So now we move up to the next one, and we already know As soon as I say the name, Joel Embiid, what do you think? I immediately think of him walking at the walking through the tunnel, crying in tears because he lost, and I was like, okay, he had passion, he was showing passion, he was showing that he cared, a little bit emotional on a tough loss, nothing wrong with that. But then he started crying in the subsequent years. He was still crying, but this time he was crying for MVPs and recognition and all that stuff instead of going out and actually leaving no doubt that you deserve MVP and all this stuff. I definitely believe that he whined and cried his way to an MVP trophy, only for him to once again disappear in the playoffs. He is the big man version of he's a big man version of James Harden in my opinion. He has all the skills in the world. He has all the game in the world. Gives you all these phenomenal performances throughout the regular season. Get to the playoffs, poof, he disappears, or he'll give you a half-ass performance here. He'll give you a great performance here, and a slew of half-ass performances that either precede or follow said great performance. Too inconsistent. Like I said, he's too worried about accolades, too worried about everything that's on the outside instead of worrying about leading Philly to the promised land. Definitely got to give Joel Embiid soft. Anthony Edwards is the next one. You already know, man. Now I'm going to give him the dog distinction, not because his name is Anthony, but because he actually is a dog. He is a dog. He's a young dog. He's a young dog. He has the dog mentality. But he gets a bit disrespectful at times. He can get a little, which I kind of like. I kind of like disrespect in some ways. Like when you dunk on somebody and you stand over them, I like that type of disrespect. I don't like the disrespect where you're disrespecting great players. That I don't like. That I do not like. That is what Anthony Edwards definitely needs to erase out of his lexicon. You don't need to disrespect players of the past to prove that you are a dog. Let your play determine that. Let your play show that. You definitely have the mindset. You definitely are willing to play defense. You're definitely willing to take the tough shots. You're definitely willing to get your teammates involved. But at the same time, chill out with the disrespect. That's not going to get you to where you want to be at, being a disrespectful player. Be a dog, but maintain your dog in a respectful way. That's all I got to say about that. Definitely got to give the check mark to Anthony Edwards. This guy is a young bull. This guy's out here just doing his thing, playing with passion, playing with athleticism, and he plays with a spirit he plays with the spirit of a guy who definitely wants to improve his game. He definitely wants to be the best, and he's a monster. But definitely got to work on the attitude. Definitely got to work on the attitude. Check mark, dog. So right there, we got a total of 4 dogs because we got 2 halves. Remember, 2 halves made 1. So we got 4 dogs so far. Now let's get to the next one. Kevin Durant. You already know. Softest dude on the planet. Big soft, big sensitive. Can't talk about him on the internet. He'll cry about it. Can't talk about him on TV. He'll cry about it. Can't talk to him in his face. He'll cry about it. You want to sit up there and say that his signing with the Golden State Warriors was the softest move in probably all of sports history? You would be right. Definitely the softest. Definitely the softest man. All he wants to do is chase super teams. He don't ever want to be a leader. Can't be a leader. Can't function without other superstars. Too busy trying to manipulate the game. Crying. Just a bunch of soft stuff. Soft, sensitive stuff. And he tries to act like he's so cool and so tough. Can't do that. And he hangs out with Drake. You sitting up there at the embassy having tea, getting your nails painted with Drake, looking real suspect, especially after what's been going on lately. Yeah, I'll give you points for loyalty, but I have to take those points right back because you align yourself with suckers. Big soft, big sensitive. Yes, he got the game. Yes, he's 7 foot tall. This dude is ashamed to be 7 feet tall. This is a well, what are we doing here? This man is ashamed to be 7 foot tall. We're looking right at you. We're looking right at you, bro. You're 7 foot tall. Yes, you're 7 foot tall with a jump shot. So is Dirk Nowitzki. And he didn't run from that. So why are you big soft? Even too scared to call yourself a 7 footer. Get yourself out of here. Soft. You soft as hell. Get your soft ass out of here. And next up, Anthony Davis. Whew. Sometimes we can't escape our reputation. And when you have a nickname such as Street Clothes, despite the fact you had a great year last year, you're still soft to me. You need to have consecutive seasons like last season. For you to get that jacket up off of you for good, you're going to have to do more than what you've been doing. Historically, soft, can't touch him. Something's going to sprain, something's going to break, something's going to rupture. You know, this dude stays getting hurt, stays missing games. He'll have a great game, then a crappy game, then all of a sudden he's hurt. Then he'll come back, have a great game, crappy game, then he gets hurt. Last year, like I said, I definitely have to give it to him. Last year, he played his ass off and stayed relatively healthy. You will want him to parlay that into the next season, going through these Olympics, parlay that into the next season. But I have to see it. I have to see more than just one good, 1 year where you can actually look like you are a competent basketball player with some heart and some grit, and can actually take the wear and tear of an NBA season and doesn't cry when somebody criticizes you. So I have to say for all those things, Anthony Davis definitely turned over a new leaf. That being said, you're going to have to show some more. So you're still soft. Get him out of here. Steph Curry. Thought he was a dog until he became complicit in that Kevin Durant debacle. So if I got to say Kevin Durant is soft because of the softest move in sports history, I have to give you also that distinction because you are the leader of the Golden State Warriors who wanted KD after making the finals consecutive years. No. We don't just put all the blame on KD. No. We put the blame squarely on you as well. You share the blame. You are soft. You're soft and you're delusional. Yes, you're the all-time great three-point shooter. Yes, you're the three-point leader. Yes, you've broken so many records as far as shooting percentage, threes in a season, threes in a game, blah, 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 blah. You have done it all. But guess what? You have not done. You have not surpassed Magic Johnson. Don't you ever in your life think that you're better than Magic Johnson. Just because you hit threes, you only hit those threes because of the league's rules. If you were in the 80s and the 90s, you would be a specialty player. You would be that kid in the corner waiting for somebody to kick you the ball so you can shoot your three. You miss a couple of threes, your night is over with. You get a little hot, you'll get some minutes. That is what your future would have been had you been in the 80s and 90s. So you should be thanking God, Allah, whoever that you need to pray to. You should be thanking your lucky stars that you are in this era and not in the past, because you, my friend, would not be where you are today. So soft, big soft. I'm telling you. When you pull stunts like that by getting KD to play with you while you already have Klay Thompson and he who we don't really care to name, but we'll name him anyways because he's a bum, Draymond Green. Bum ass Draymond Green. You got those guys alongside of you and you needed KD. Sad. That was a sad display. Just because you lost 3-1 in the finals to LeBron, and that didn't garner you getting KD. So soft. Big soft. Devin Booker. Man, gotta give him a soft. Gotta give him a soft. Gotta give him a soft. This dude right here got, he got skills, he got abilities. Um, but man, me personally, I just think like this. Like, look, man, this guy got all the skills in the world, but this dude wants to be a Instagram thotty. He wants to be in that realm so bad that he and Ben Simmons are having Highlander style fights over whatever Jenner girl, whatever Kardashian, whatever model that happens to be coming out on IG or whatever the heck. These guys go into literal blood wars over these women, and it's just so ridiculous. It's like, where's your focus at? You have all, if you had the same gusto fighting Ben Simmons over pass around trim, then you would be one of the best players in the league. You'd be one of the best players in the world. Like, truly, 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 truly. You are soft because you want to be a pretty boy. You want to be the ladies' man. You have no focus. Even your sneakers look soft, man. They look like glorified cheerleader sneakers, bro. Like, ain't no way. People are like, oh man, those books are so fire. I'm like, they are not. They look like some stuff that my mom would wear. Definitely my mother would wear. I would have to say the Cortez ones, decent. But I have to say the shape of the shoe, the look of the shoe, it gives very cheerleader-ish vibes. It gives me very cheerleader vibes. Gives me like walking to school walking to school with the backpack with the wheels on it. You know what I'm saying? That's what those shoes give me. It gives me those vibes. Definitely not the business, man. I mean, he has cheerleader shoes. He's chasing after pass arounds. It's like you have a blood rivalry with one of the sorriest, scariest, lamest players of all time. Biggest waste of a contract, possibly in NBA history. Yeah, soft. Get him out of here. Uh, Bam Adebayo, last but definitely not least, number 13 in your programs, number 1 in your hearts. That's my guy, my main man, the best defensive player on the planet, future defensive player of the year, 2024-25 season. I'm calling it, I'm manifesting it. My main man, Bam Adebayo, can guard 1 through 5, no problem. Gives you everything that you need as far as on the defensive side of the ball. Clears the glass, blocks shots, gets steals, fills lanes, takes charges, does it all offensively. Finally, the aggression is starting to be shown. Definitely had his best season this past season. Played out of his mind. Parlayed himself into a first team all defensive team. Should have been, you know what I'm saying, should have been a defensive player of the year, definitely. I've been saying that he should have at least had 3 of them by now. Should have had at least 3 of them things on him by now. But the NBA keeps spinning them. But this is his year. He's definitely that guy, man. Definitely a dog, man. Definitely a dog. And I'm not just saying that because I'm wearing his shirt and I cheer for the Miami Heat. I would say he's a dog if he played for if he played for the New York Knicks or the Dallas Mavericks, whoever, I would still say the same thing. This man is a monster. Definitely an impressive guy, especially for him being undersized at 6'9". And it's a shame that David, that was in particular, Embiid in particular, and Anthony Davis, 2 guys who are taller than him and they play smaller than him. But needless to say, Bam Adebayo, my guy, like I said, future defensive player of the year. He will win it, barring injury. He is the best defensive player on the planet Earth. Don't dispute it. Don't dispute it. Do not dispute it, man. This man is his defensive repertoire definitely speaks for itself, man. Definitely, if you got that, you definitely gotta be a dog. You already know what it is, man. Ain't no Rudy Gobert stuff when it comes to my main man, Bam Adebayo. So let's give a big check mark to my main man, Bam Adebayo, certified dog. Now, when we tally up everything, we got Derek White, dog. We got Jason Tatum, half a dog, right? We got Drew Holiday, dog. We got Tyrese Halliburton, half a dog. So now we got 3. Then we got Anthony Edwards, dog. A little on the disrespectful side, but a dog. And Bam Adebayo, dog. Definitely a dog. My main man. So that goes to show you out of 12 players, only 5 are certified dogs. And 2 of them are halves that make one whole. So, it's definitely a deficiency of dogs out there on the floor. And Nick Wright, for him to sit up there and say that this team is the greatest Olympic team of all time, way better than the Dream Team and all this good stuff, the OG Dream Team, ain't no way. I saw a game where they were up on Angola 63 to like 8. And that was from preliminaries all the way through the gold medal game. They were not challenged. They came in there and smacked everybody. It wasn't because they were just better than everybody. It wasn't because they had more skill. Yes, they had all this. They had more skill. They had more. They were the better athletes. They had the best players. Yes, but guess what? The best players had the dog mentality. The Michael Jordans, the Magic Johnsons, Larry Birds, everybody from that up and down that roster, minus Christian Laettner. Dogs. All of them had that dog mentality. All of them had that single-mindedness that we're going to come out here, we're going to kill everything moving that's not in the red, white, and blue. These guys right here, they like to play with their food because they don't know how they don't know how to kill. They don't know how to go for the jugular. These guys have been raised by AAU basketball. These guys have been raised, you know what I'm saying, with rule changes and everybody wanting to shoot threes and you know, nobody really wants to bang down low. Big men don't want to be big men anymore. That type of stuff. But hey man, this right here was supposed to have been a short video, but hey man, I just got right into it, man. This is my rundown of the USA men's basketball, and this is exactly why I think these guys, I would not be surprised if these guys don't win the gold medal, because these guys do not have what the players of the past have. These guys do not have what that OG Dream Team had. And that was the mentality to kill everything. And it showed because they not only did they win, they dominated from start to finish. There was never any doubt. And that's why most sports fans consider them the single greatest team ever assembled, because not only of who was assembled, but what and how they did it. You know what I'm saying? It was just, it's night and day. Nick Wrong, go sit your ass down somewhere right alongside the softies, LeBron, Joel, Kevin, and Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, and Devin Booker. Go ahead and sit on down with those softies and then try to figure out why you keep sitting up here capping and looking stupid, trying to push narratives for Clutch Sports. You're looking stupid. You're looking real bad, and you're always looking bad, and you're always going to be losing when it comes to this side of the game. Because on this side of the game, it's all about the facts, and you already know. But with that being said, man, we're going to shut that down. You already know what we're heading to, man. It's Monday. It's the beginning of the week. Oh man, I was going to start the series, man, but I just had to get this off my chest, man. Just seeing what USA basketball has been doing, it's just definitely not the business. It's definitely not the business. Oh, look at my dog. Yeah, look at Coda. Yeah, Coda's ready to kill. He's ready to kill something. Coda, you gotta chill out. See, he's rocking his Jordan jersey. You see, representing the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Real deal. I told y'all I show y'all his jersey. Show him in his jersey. That's young Coda. But like I said, man, it's Monday. Coda, chill. It's Monday. It's the beginning of the week. You already know, man. We're gonna start this week off strong. We're gonna kick this week in the ass as we always been. You already know what it is, man. Y'all be good people out there. Be a blessing. Never a burden out there. Always love on your family members. Love on them babies. Love on your family members. Love on your loved ones, man. Tomorrow definitely is not promised. I want you guys to, you know what I'm saying, just be good citizens. If you can lend a hand, lend a hand. Be, you know, be a help out here in this world, man. We all need a little help. You know what I'm saying? You already know what it is, man. Just be good people, clear head, good intentions in your heart, and you out of here. You already know what it is, man. Blessings on blessings on blessings will be falling upon you if you just live by these tenets, man. I'm telling you, I'm living proof. I'm living proof, man. I'm living proof of good living. If you live a good life, man, blessings will always come your way, no matter where you're at. But with that being said, man, it's your boy Skinny Hardaway. And this is another episode of Retro Heat Check in the books. And I'll leave you with these few words. Peace. And wear your sneakers.